Maybe, thank you. Glad to see Dr. Ben in the house. Yeah. Dr. Ben in the house. Before I say a word, I want to mention that it's important that all of us be advocates for what is happening in Memphis. You know, in Memphis we are having our annual convention at the observance of the 40th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination. Wow. It is going to be one of the most important conventions in the history of the movement, and it is going to be a culminating event. And I hope that all of you will do what you can to be there and also advocate for others to be there. People are coming from all over America, and we expect it to be a dynamic gathering. We open with a board meeting and conclude with a concert. Stevie Wonder at the end, and also on Thursday night, Shirley Caesar, that's what I want to say. Shirley Caesar. And Timothy Wright, that's right. So we're going to get down in Memphis. And you know the barbecue is down there, so we're going to be inspired to keep us with a disappointing harvest. But not only the judicial system, we have also been duped by the educational system. Carter Woodson, who is the founder of African American History Month, said in his book, The Miseducation of a Black Man, of the Negro, he said that when our education has been so self-defeating, that we have been taught to feel inferior. And so if we go somewhere and there's not a back door, we will make one because our education requires it. We must eliminate education that reinforces low self-esteem. We must eliminate, you see, just because you pass your children through 12 years of school don't mean that you have given them a sense of self-confidence. It may very well be that you putting them through those school systems has caused them to feel inferior, and that they graduate unable to read and write, can't get a job. The 12 years has given them a road to the penitentiary so that the prison complexes are fed by the miseducation of the public school systems of our children. We must not allow the systems to continue to miseducate our children. Our children, and we were parents, we must make sure that we monitor the curriculums that our children are being taught. We must not have them taught that they are inherently inferior, that the majority culture in America is superior. There are subtleties in the educational system that suggest an inferiority among black people. Subtleties about what you leave in the curriculum and what you leave out of the curriculum. You got to make sure you include the great inventions of black people in this country in the curriculum, not just for the black kids but for the white kids, so that they know they too are the beneficiaries of black invention and creativity in this nation. Not only must we have an educational system that formulates and affirms our contributions as a people, but also we must have an educational system that does not allow the origin of our people to be defined as slavery. That is an awesome place of injustice. When you tell a little boy that he began as a slave, that means that he believes that he is inherently inferior to others. And as a matter of fact, when you tell him that he began as a slave, you are lying to him. And you are lying for the purpose of keeping him manipulated and cutting his ambition and his aspiration. You must have an education system that puts slavery in the right perspective, and tell that same little boy that he did not begin as a slave, but he began as a king and a queen and an architect and a doctor and a biologist, and got detoured into slavery for a couple hundred years, but he has the capacity to return to his full possibility and exercise his full power. The educational system has helped to conspire a disappointing harvest among us as people. And then finally, we have been victimized and duped by the economic system. Black people, by and large, are viewed as the fuel for the predators of economics in America. We're not viewed as real participants in the economic. We're the people who are the users to be used by the system. We are the unthinking consumers who just spend money and don't care how it affects our reality. And the predators that are not just the Friday afternoon predators, but the systemic predators who live on the fuel that we provide. The engines of the economy are fueled by our consumption, and we participate only as being used by the system. We must change that. We will not just be users of the system. We have to become owners of the system. We must change our mentalities so that the economics does not keep us oppressed, and as long keep us oppressed. And we have got to learn how to keep on singing in the spite of the hardships. We've got to learn how to keep on dancing even though the music may not be what we want it to be. We cannot give up. I have not come here this morning to talk to us, to discourage us. But I've come to help us understand what the problem is, that we may not grow weary in our determination to level the ground and to level the playing field. I close with this. A few weeks ago, I attended a retirement luncheon for one of the ministers of my church. And at the luncheon, there was a group from the church who is a dance ensemble. They were marvelous, beautiful young women who were dressed in a glorious attire. And they were dancing with great rhythm and beauty as the music played on the recorder at this performance. And they were moving marvelously. One of the great gospel songs was being played, and they moved with great liturgy and great elegance. And they were beautiful to watch as they moved. But about halfway through the presentation, the music stopped. And when the music stopped, they never stopped. They kept on dancing. They kept their choreography. They kept their movement. They kept on moving just like the music was going on. You would have thought first that they were dependent upon the music. But when the music stopped, they kept on dancing with the same rhythm. They completed the full performance with no music. And brothers and sisters, that's what you and I have got to do. Sometimes people cut the music off, but we can't stop dancing. Sometimes people turn down the music. Sometimes people put us behind, but we got to keep on dancing even though there is no music, even though there are conspirators to our progress, people who want to hold us down and hold us back.
Others can do what they want to do. That's their business. Other civil rights leaders, for various reasons, refuse or can't take a stand or have to go along with the administration. That's their business. But I must say tonight that I know that justice is indivisible. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.